Latom.
Hello everyone, nice to see you again. I'm not dead by the way, just busy with real life. Anyhow, it's time to talk about summer anime. Nothing is better than summer and anime girls. So yeah, I'm very excited. Starting off with Fire Force. I gotta admit, I'm a bit conflicted with this show. On one side, it has a pretty badass premise and some stunning visuals, but the story is convoluted and unfocused. There ain't much of a narrative thread, and random events move the plot forward without much cohesion between them. This makes the anime a bit hard to get into. I like the katas, especially the protagonist. He's more or less the standard shonen archetype, but still, he's interesting enough to stand out. I like his smile and easygoing personality. Also his rivalry with this knight wannabe is fun. Nothing innovative or special, but still, it works well enough within the constraints of the story. Fire Force has a lot of style and potential, which makes it even more frustrating to watch. The premise alone is amazing. Spontaneous human combustion is such an intriguing, phenomenal, and also this religious side of the modern society makes for a well-established alternative reality. Also, everyone is using only one element, fire. Most anime rely on a diversity of powers, but here, they only have their flames to work with. And it looks amazing. Every fighter is unique and has his own special moves. Shinra has the best fire arsenal. I love the breakdance thing he does with his legs. Now, starting the second season, we get the usual scenario of an Inferning causing trouble in the city. The 8th department is tasked with nullifying the threat, and we get a quick recap of every member's ability and purpose within the team. There's also this nude calendar thing, sadly it's only used for humor, as girls are not part of the posters. So sad. I want to see Iris naked, but no, damn it denies me the pleasure. We do get to see Hibana expose herself a bit, but I much rather prefer seeing Iris or Tamaki naked. I know some consider Captain Hibana to be hot, but for me she's way behind on my waifu list. I like innocent, kind-looking girls, and Iris is also none, which only adds to her purity appeal.
The three of us were planning to go out tomorrow. You're welcome to join us if you'd like to.
Seriously? Are you sure you wouldn't mind?
Why'd you invite him, Iris?
Tamaki is also a fan favorite, a sexy flaming cat girl who accidentally strips in front of everyone. There's no way you can go wrong with that. Talking about hot anime girls, let me mention this season harem anime, Peter Grill and the Philosopher Type. Yeah, not the most inspired title, but hey, you gave me ecchi and harem together. I won't say no to that, regardless the name. Apparently the main kata is some super popular hotshot in his fantasy land, which makes him quite popular with women. He has a chick he wants to marry, but one thing leads to another, and he gets laid with these sisters. Then are not his sisters. The girls are just siblings. Although, if they were his sisters, we'd have made for a way more popular anime. Anyhow, this show sadly has shorter episodes, and I usually dislike this format. I don't like it here either, but since this is the only harem I get this summer, I'll enjoy as much as I can. And there is stuff to be liked here. I mean, we get to see boobs and naked female bodies. Too bad the girls he bangs are some demon race and whatever. I prefer the good girl archetype, like a blonde, blue-eyed elf, or a pure priestess mage. Iris, I'm still thinking about you. What a nice, quiet girl you are. But yeah, this guy is handsome, and he actually gets busy for a change. I mean, he's banging them, like, wow, this happened. Like, he slept with the ogre sisters. He did it. Damn, son. And later on, there's also this elf princess chick who's an ambassador for her kind. She's blonde with blue eyes and has a superiority complex. I really like the princess archetype, so I'm all for it. Sadly, she's more or less a lolly, but hey, I'll take whatever I can get. That's how I live my life. Usually harem is a lot of jerking around between MC and his females. Not here though. They go right at it, and the main character scores a lot.
すんませんす。人間界ではそういうルールなんすね。
Next on the list is Monster Girl Doctor. Before I even start, I gotta address an issue I have with anime lately. There's a bit too much furry bullshit in this industry. I'm all for cat girls, like Nekopara, but when we get snake women, harpies, and even slimes, I gotta draw a line. We just had Ifuzoku reviewers with all those mythical females, and now we are back for more half-breed women. Well, I guess I understand what they are trying to do, but no thanks. I'll keep my catgirls collection and distanciate myself from other heretic believers. There's only one true path when it comes to furry religion: the felines, real or fake.
今週は昇格のかかる大事な対戦もあるし、先生のお力でにゃんとかなりません？
I don't discriminate. With that being said, the first episode starts with a cowgirl getting herself checked by the main character. I guess I will let this one pass. But his assistant is half reptile, and sadly her whole lower body is in animal form. I don't know how lost most people in the anime community are. They have a bit of standards left, and the lower body of a woman has to be human for me to find her attractive. I mean, do I really have to mention the importance of hips and ass? Rent a girlfriend. Well, that sounds reasonable. The main character is in his 20s and is going to college. Whoa, I can relate to him already.
よかった。
The only difference is that he actually has a girlfriend that dumped him, and I just can't get one. Like, none. Oh my god. I tried to get some, but always got rejected, so I stopped trying, and here I am. Oh well. Well, the bright side of things is that I got into ecchi shows, and now you get to hear me fantasize about anime girls. Back to the premise. Rent a girlfriend? Yes, please. I want some of that. And so does the main character. This weirdo gets turned on by thinking about his girlfriend getting boned by some other dude.
もう最悪だ。なんかちょっと興奮してるし、俺のチンコはどこに向かってんだ。
Hey, I'm not judging. The Romans used to do it all the time, and they invented the bathroom, so it must be beneficial. So he goes on a date with this fake girlfriend, and she's totally cute. He even spends all his money on her, and she treats him like a fool. Where can I sign? I want some of that stuff.
そんなの自分で考えてよ。
I don't care it's fake. I want that girl to smile at me too. I think it's funny though, how he gets salty after the date and gave her a 1-star review. Lol, that really got under her skin. Now obviously, things get complicated and they have to pretend to be dating for real, which will be the premise of the show, I guess. The chick is very pretty, and the dude is relatable, so yeah. This anime might be worthy of my time.
ド級変態エグゼロス。
Super Hicks Heroes? Or whatever. Super here, yeah, you'll see. Okay, some people have some real issues. I thought that was the last cause. But the more anime I watch, I feel bad about myself. So yeah, this show has a nice premise. Apparently aliens have invaded Japan and are absorbing the erotic energy from people all over the country. Teenagers lose their interest in naughty things and they start acting like people who are responsible for their lives. Now, we cannot let that happen. Where is the fun in life without looking at tits and asses? That's right, there is no reason to live without them. And humanity has established a brand new class of superheroes to deal with this calamity. The main character is one of them, a rather attractive teenage boy, who surprisingly is not brunette. Weird. I guess I won't be able to relate to the protagonist when it comes to his face. I can, however, identify myself with him when it comes to his muscular body. That's how I look when I strip in the bathroom before a mirror. But the lighting has to be just right. We also have a nice idol girl with cat ears. Not much relevance, but since all I talk about in this video are cat girls, I say she's worth mentioning.
いい加減就活そっか。
Speaking of girls, there's also this hot blonde schoolgirl that keeps avoiding the main character. She's pretty beautiful, has all the right junk in all the right places, which basically means she has amazing boobs. Her tits bounce, and we might have even gotten a penny shot, if not for that convenient book placement right in front of her legs. Don't worry guys, she gets naked again. And by the end of the first episode, we find out that the protagonist gets to live besides other 3 attractive teenage girls. So he basically has a harem. I love it. Can't wait to watch more.
思ってもなんかないそんなことまんざら全然ないじゃないそれも一つの斜め透かしネゴシエーション
Before I go, I gotta mention Uzuki-chan wants to hang out. Not letting any edges slip by. If you get what I mean. I am glad I have principles. This looks like a promising title. Then sees an average looking guy that goes to college. Awesome. I hope the ecchi and especially harem genre will evolve from shonen to seinen. There's a lot of stuff you can do better with older than teen characters. if you get what I mean. I mean it's legal for them to have sex. But the protagonist is a lazy bum who seems to do rather well on his own. I can relate to that just fine. It's kinda how I spend my days. Except I don't talk with girls. Ugh. Speaking of which, the main chick in the show is a lolly with huge jugs. I don't know if this is wrong or great, but I will just stare at her huge breasts for the next episodes. Obviously, there's a lot more to talk about,
そういうもんすか
like the God of High School, or this another season of SAO. But I only care about cute naked girls, so that's about it for this summer.